Have you ever thought about what makes you uniquely you? Things you inherently possess versus things you can freely trade or give away. We can transfer property, skills, and even responsibilities, but what about the most fundamental aspects of our existence? When it comes to natural rights, the answer is a resounding no. They cannot be transferred. Unlike a possession or a legal privilege granted by a government, natural rights are considered inherent to every individual by virtue of their humanity. They are not something that can be bought, sold, given away, or taken away. The core reason natural rights are non-transferable lies in their very definition. They are inalienable and imprescriptible. To say a right is inalienable means it cannot be separated from the person. It is an intrinsic part of you, much like your consciousness or your capacity to reason. It cannot be surrendered, sold, or forfeited because it is not a commodity. Furthermore, natural rights are imprescriptible, meaning they cannot be lost through disuse or the passage of time. They exist whether you actively assert them or not, forming an unchanging moral boundary around each individual. This concept stems from the idea of self-ownership, asserting that each person fundamentally owns their own body, labor, and the fruits thereof, and thus their inherent rights. What this means in practice is that no person or group can legitimately claim to possess another's natural rights, nor can an individual truly divest themselves of them. While a person might choose not to exercise a right, or might be coerced into a situation where their rights are violated, the rights themselves remains inherently theirs. Understanding this principle encourages us to recognize and respect the inherent moral claims of every individual, acting as a foundational constraint on how people and institutions can legitimately interact with one another. This profound understanding of natural rights is fundamental to libertarian philosophy and is often embodied in principles such as the non-aggression principle, or NAP. The NAP asserts that it is illegitimate to initiate force or fraud against another person or their property, precisely because their inherent, inalienable rights from a protective sphere around them. This isn't about granting rights, but about acknowledging their pre-existing nature, which forms the bedrock for a truly free and just society. Ultimately, the concept that natural rights are non-transferable underscores their immutable and universal nature. They are not grants from any authority, but rather inherent conditions of human existence, serving as the essential building blocks for individual liberty and forming an indispensable framework for moral social interaction.